Hi there, it's Mark Sebastian, the founder of Option Pit, and this is the Vol Report reminder. This is for education purposes only. Shouldn't be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Hey, we've got some webinars coming up. Be on the lookout for those. And speaking of being on the lookout, let's start with Italy. EWI is the Italian ETF. It's not the most liquid ETF, but take a look. I've at what this thing is doing from a volatility perspective. It is, this is some serious ugliness. Look at this drop, and subsequent. Wow, this is a name that we're going to spend a little time in the chat room looking at because there's got to be some opportunity to, it may take some work, but I think there's going to be some opportunity to find something to do in there. Only issue is that it's not liquid. Always the problem. But looking around, take a look at the Russell 2000. It's doing nothing. Why? It's a US-based index. It's really strong. The NDX basically unched on the day. Softness is really the S&P and the Dow because of their big international industrial appeal. That's why you're getting a big pop out of the VIX and a big pop out of the VXN. The RVX really isn't doing much. And you can see that there, a small increase in volatility, but nothing like we're seeing out of the rest of these. So IWM continues to be incredibly strong. You can see the big FANG stocks and Apple are looking strong, right? Chip makers like SMH. This is one we've liked. It continues to look good. It continues to be strong and is kind of we've been riding that as a trade for a while now. And, it might be time to finally close that after really doing pretty well on this last couple of weeks. It's been a fun one to trade. VIX and VXX, you can see VVIX getting a huge pop. That's not correct, but VVIX is getting a huge pop today. It's almost 100. And VIX Vol is, it's not 200 and whatever, but it's not up that much. But you can see there is an increase in near-dated volatility in VIX, which shows you there's some fear around what's going on. But again, the FANG stocks and the IWM are pointing toward, maybe this being something that we eventually get through. The other thing to keep an eye on is energy. Oil really took down XLE last week. Maybe got a little overdone, but it really XLE got taken out to the woodshed. So definitely some really interesting movement there. So that's something to be on top of. I think at some point you're going to see that, I think it's time to bottom feed on XLE here. I think it's made its move. I'd be a buyer. Looking for a bounce. I don't know how much lower oil can go. But you can see vol is backing off a little bit. I don't think we end up green today, but I think that as Europe closes, the U.S. could get stronger. I do think that's on the table. A few other small things to look out for. Ford got a nice upgrade today. We saw some strength in bonds. We see bonds get stronger and stronger. We borderline called the bottom there. And then we continue to see, some of the individual names that are kind of interesting. Qualcomm looks like that NXP deal is going to get done, so there could be something in there. All right, folks, I hope everybody has a great morning. You got questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a great morning.